Hey friends, welcome to another episode of VLOGMAS. I cannot believe we have been consistent and here on a daily basis since December 1st, and I'm proud of us. I say we and us because we're doing this together. And so if you've missed any of the Vlogmas episodes, I created a Vlogmas 2021 playlist for you. So two things today. I'm going to show you one of my favorite drinks that I actually get from Starbucks, but I ended up learning how to make it my own, myself. So I'm not spending $7 every day, even though I can budget for that if I really want to. But I also just want the convenience of knowing how to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean? So I have my Invisalign in just in case I sound a little funny today. The second thing that I want to do today is I want to read a few lines from an old journal. And I find this I am a huge reflection kind of person, and so I find it very cleansing and healing when you can look back and appreciate a season in your life, and low-key that season speak to your now in order for you to recognize, you know what, if God had me before in that moment of my life, God most certainly has me now in this moment of my life. So I kind of my home is a little bit in shambles. Is that what I'm saying? My home is in a bit of shambles because, like I said, I wanted to film the PR packages, and I've got just cleaning and things that I have to do. Everything is happening so fast. Tonight is the last night of my 8-week influencer coaching program, which has been impeccable. I'm probably gonna open that back in February again, but I literally I'm looking back at the last this quarter, and I'm just what in the world? There's only 20 something days left in the year, and I'm just wow, that's crazy. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna make this drink real quick because I think it's super easy. So it only is technically 2 ingredients. That's it. And it is my favorite oat milk chai latte. I don't add anything else to it. I don't take away anything from it. It is very easy. Now, this is typically the chai tea that I use, and it's the Tazo Classic. Is that how you say it? Tazo? Classic chai tea, black tea, and obviously it comes in this carton. I get it from Target, and I chill it. So it is chilled. Once I open it, I shake it up real good so I can get that nice little bubbly kind of feel, kind of vibe. So this mason jar is really cool because it has the measurements on the side right here. But typically the way that I measure it is I do 1 part of the chai tea and 2 parts of the oat milk that I use, or whatever milk you want to use. I use my favorite oat milk. Now, this isn't technically the one that I'm always using. This one, it says oat milk full fat, the original. I don't know if this is the one that I always use, but it is by Oatly. This is the brand that I love so much with oat milk, and that's it, y'all. So I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna eyeball it, and you put 2 parts of this, so it's gonna be a little light. My little glass straw. It is so good. Oh, it's so refreshing. It's it's not complex. It's just right to the point. You know, I like to get a little extra. Oh, I forgot the ice cubes. So yesterday was Tuesday, and yes, I am now filming in real time. So it is Wednesday, December 15th when you guys are watching this, or even maybe way after. I don't know. But I was just not feeling it yesterday. I was not feeling like filming, and I think that happened to me before a few days ago as well. But the good thing about that is that certain things I have pre-recorded and whatnot. But being sick last week like really put me in this like weird awkward space where it's like I'm a little behind on things, and I don't like that feeling. But it's also gives me a moment to like pivot where I need to pivot and really look at what's important to me right now, right? Like rest and clarity and being sat down by your own body will have you out here just reflecting. And so anyway, I, 5 years ago around this time of year was a very dark yet insightful time in my life. I don't even know how that even makes any sense, but it does. Like, have you ever lived through, let's say, a particular situation in your life where it was hell? Like, it was hell for you, but yet you can look back at that hell and say, wow, like there's so much that I learned about you, God, first and foremost, and how faithful you are, and how faithful you are to complete your word concerning me. And also you learn about yourself, your capacity, your resilience, your weaknesses, and how much you really need God in your life. And this can apply to many different things, whether you are single, right? Whether you are married, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are awaiting a promotion in your job. Like, there's a lot of things that can stretch you, a lot of situations and seasons in your life that can really like stretch you in a real way. And whenever I don't do this very often, but whenever God puts that in my heart to really look back, to move forward, there's always something in that particular space and time where God is showing me, like that very day, he's giving me this like desire, right? Like this random quote unquote desire to go back and pull a journal. And typically what I start off by doing is pulling the journal from that month and then going specifically to that day. And so that happened yesterday. And so I opened up yesterday was the 14th, right? Yes, it was on December 14th. So yes, yesterday. And y'all, I cried my eyes out. And I know a lot of people talk about don't look back and don't dwell in the past. And I want to let you know this is not dwelling, right? Woo, this is like if God did it before, he could do it again kind of moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is that kind of moment. Hold on, I need to take a little sip. God been too good to me for me to stay quiet about his faithfulness. Y'all ever just like sit in the silence and just be like, God, thank you? Like, whew. So I put it was December 14th and I put almost 7:30 p.m. and this was actually, that was before my counseling or my therapy session that day. And then after I came back and I said, wow, that session just wrecked my life in the most beautiful way. That's that part. But the part that I want to highlight is the part that I actually shared in my story yesterday, and I want to elaborate on it. So I want you guys to understand that there is a desperate cry that the Lord responds to. It's like a groan. It's like a deep desperation for him to just show up, right? Like, y'all know those cries where it's like, okay, Lord, I just need to gather myself. But then there are those weeping moments where it's like, Lord, I've got nothing left to give. And so I'm going to share one of those moments with you. I said, Lord, please lead me in this unknown territory. The thing is that this does not blindside you. You've been preparing me for this assignment my whole life, and I didn't even know it. How beautiful to know that you've created me for purpose, for something so beyond myself, so beyond anything I could ever think. But God, get me out of my stuckness. Open the doors that you need me to go through. Give me the courage to do what I need to do. My soul aches for you to console it. It is only a touch from you, a touch from your love to bring me back to life. Oh, this is so deep. I'm dying on the inside, but joy will come in the morning. This is not over. After 1 a.m. Heart. And woo. I want y'all to like really understand that like I was in such a desperate place in December. This was December 2016. But God was just so, he was revealing himself to be so in pursuit of my heart, so in pursuit of my mind. And a lot of the issues that we have in our world or in our lives are because where our heart is in a condition of either offense or disappointment or sadness or hopelessness, and we have not allowed ourselves to heal from that moment in time. And it takes a lot of digging. I mean, I'm still digging through things, and it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper as the Lord expands me, as the Lord grows me, as the Lord reveals even more about the assignment on my life, my life's purpose, and all these different things. The more I'm realizing that it is in the depth of healing. It is in the digging of my heart and seeing what's inside of there and recognizing that, one, I'm not perfect, and two, that there are still things that when I see my response to certain things, or certain things that trigger me or may trigger a attitude or a lack thereof, or just a shutdown moment, I'm like, what is that? And those are the moments that we have to become self-aware and honest. Y'all, I have become so honest with myself. This is present day. And today I was talking about the lack of affirmation from those that I wanted the most. I was talking in my journal today how that somehow perverts in my mind that I am not qualified for a particular thing that I'm believing God for. When in fact, the only affirmation that matters is in me finding my identity in God. So independent of the affirmation that I desire from those that I admire and that I love, if that comes or doesn't come, who am I going to believe myself to be, right? Who am I going to believe myself to be? And is that enough? We often talk about like, you are enough, you are enough, you are enough, and that you are. But is that something that you're just saying, or is it something that you are actually believing? And I think that that's this right here, the then and the now. This shows the power of growth and the power and the strength of your words, and also the beauty that is found in God's ability to take from the ashes of your life, right, and create something beautiful. And it may not even be what you anticipated it to be. It may not even be fully what you desire it to be, but God's timing is so perfect, y'all. And it's funny because in my community or in my mentorship, I was talking about God's timing being so beautiful. Nothing can be added to what God has aligned for your life, and nothing can be taken away. And that to me is so reassuring, because that means that at the end of the day, no matter how bad I screw up or I mess up or I do a detour and I jack things up, no matter all of that, when I get back into alignment, what God says about my life is still going to happen. So even in December 14th of 2016, when I said, I feel like I'm dying on the inside, like it cannot be over at this moment. It just cannot be over. I am living now on December 14th or December 15th, 2021. It was not over. It was not over. And he's still not over with me. And he's still not done with my life. And if there's anything that I would like for you to take from this video, other than how to make a bomb chai latte, is that it's not over. I know that whatever thing that hurt you or broke your heart or disappointed you or was unexpected in your world really feels like the shattering, unfixable thing that God cannot come in and restore. I know it feels like that. But at the end of the day, God's word cannot return, like his investment into us, his word into us can't return to him empty. And I stand on that because I have lived it out myself. I've lived it out myself. And in a more practical sense, my words and my reflections and the insight that God has given me by writing those things down, I can now look back at the trajectory of how God came in each and every time. And it's like, if he did it then, on that particular day and time, he's gonna show up for me again now. And I don't know why this video like took this kind of turn today and why yesterday I didn't feel like filming, but as we approach like the end of this year, as we approach you reflecting, maybe you don't have an actual physical journal, right, to look back on, but I want you to sit in silence, maybe with a piece of paper, maybe with your voice notes. I love to voice note as well, or voice memo, and just think about the last time that God showed up in your life, and how the fact that because he did it then, he's gonna continue to do it now and forever. So I really hope that you guys feel encouraged today in this video, and by me sharing my reflection in my journal and in real time, y'all. I mean, I'm sharing in real time as well the things that I'm wrestling through right now. But I hope that this just humanizes your experience in watching my videos and knowing that I may be just like you. You know, I may not be going through the same thing, but I'm also discovering God in a new way, and I'm still digging through healing some of the things that I've been through, and we're all going to be more than okay. We're all going to be more than okay. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Make sure you're all caught up in Vlogmas. I am going to be doing some goal setting and some content mapping and planning for Q1 of 2022. Ain't that crazy? And I'm really excited about what we are creating here on this channel. So I will see you guys in my next video.